Welcome, traders, to another Tickmill trading update with me, Patrick Munley. Want to update some of the single stock names that we've been tracking: Apple, Tesla, and Nvidia. We'll also potentially take a look at Microsoft as well. First, we want to start with Tesla. Last week, I talked about the potential for support to come into the stock around this 130, 135, 145 area. And yesterday I initiated long position into the close, looking for a pop on the earnings. We're going to open pre-market around the 160 area, so I'm going to move my stops on that to make that a risk-free position and see if we can get the anticipated pop now up towards the initially the $200 level. Then as this 170, 180 area acts as support, we're going to look for a test of the high volume node and the weekly projected trend channel resistance coming in around 233. As mentioned last week, any loss of this 133, 130 area, and I think we're down taking a look at $100 as the next objective on the downside. Moving to Apple. Apple earnings out on May 2nd. So I'm looking for resistance to be maintained now ahead of earnings into the value area low here for this daily profile. So around this 168, 169, looking for continued weakness down into the earnings and potentially in and around earnings for us to make a trading low. And I will be looking then for a three-way corrected move on the daily time frame that should see us testing into this descending wedge resistance somewhere around 170s. And the area I'm going to be looking to initiate long is going to be into that 160. We have 158 as the weekly trend channel support. So 158, 160 into the earnings is going to be the area I'm going to be looking to engage on the long side, looking for a move back up to test initially 170s with the potential then to move up into the 180 area. Let's take a look at Nvidia. Nvidia, with the shakeout that we saw last week, extended to the downside and once again tested and held an equality objective. So on the daily time frame versus the swing structure we have in place, we were looking initially we had an equality objective at the 835 level that held, and we got a pop there up into the 900s, but didn't break out the trend channel resistance that we talked about in the last update. And so as that 908 held, we had a new equality objective on the downside, 765 held there. We don't get earnings on Nvidia until much later in May, so May 22nd. So I'm not going to be looking to initiate any positions yet in Nvidia. I'll be looking to do that in and around the earnings release or potentially post earnings. For now, resistance comes in at the corrected trend channel here, 864. We're trading 842s in the pre-market at the moment. And if we do break out of the trend channel in advance of the earnings, that's going to be a pretty bullish statement really by investors, and we are still looking ultimately for that move up into $1,000 level versus the current corrective structure we have in place now. We actually have 1,032 as the minimum upside objective in the 127 extension, and certainly from there I would be paying close attention to the price action with an opportunity to play a tactical short position in the stock for a move back in to test the 900 level again before looking to base and build for a move to the upside. Let's just take a look at Microsoft. Got Microsoft out after the close tomorrow. Let's just move some of these drawings. And what we have with Microsoft in the pre-market, they are looking at an open now, a couple of bucks higher than yesterday's close. Really, at this stage, it's going to take a break of the corrective trend channel. So I move back through the 432s. We still have an equality objective on the weekly time frame at 453. So we'll see if on an earnings pop higher, if earnings come in above expectations, we could see a breach of the current 430 highs, and we target 453s. Alternative scenario is that Microsoft don't deliver, and then we'd be looking at another three-wave corrective move, so something to take us back down into the 385 level before the last breakout to the upside. Again, watching there for bullish reversal patterns as an opportunity to engage on the long side. Ultimately, still then seeking a 453 test as the principal upside objective for this move on the weekly time frame. As always, traders, plan the trade, trade the plan, and most importantly, manage your risk. Until next time, thanks very much.